Live now to Turkey to speak to one of the Ghanaians resident in Turkey to understand how she managed to escape by the skin of her teeth during that particular devastating earthquake. Gifty Adams is joining us. Thank you, Gifty. It must be a tough time for you. Walk us through when the event struck, the processes thereafter.
Okay, so it happened in the morning around 4:30. I was in my room, and then normally this time is windy and our apartment is very long, so it's sometimes it shakes like this, but not this. On Monday it was so bad, everything was falling, my bed, everything was shaking, so I had to come down to where my family is, and on my way down, everything was falling down from the acts, whatever from up was just falling down, and I had to sit on the stairs because the shaking was too much. It was so much, so intense, so heavy, and it lasted like 1 minute 45 seconds. That was the first one. So when it was coming down, we had to rush from the 10th floor using the stairs. And on our way down, the walls were just coming down. But we were able to get down quickly. And when we got down, we went to our car, and then the building just, it didn't collapse instantly. It just turned like this. And then most of the people were inside, they couldn't get out, and they were screaming for help, and it was so sad. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't, because it was so early, 4:30 in the morning. Everybody is sleeping that time. Most of the people were sleeping, so we were just standing there. We couldn't do anything. The buildings were just going down, 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 and we had to be on the road to a nearby, it's town. I'm living in Belan. Some people are living in Iskenderun. So we had to go to Iskenderun, and on our way to Iskenderun, the roads were just cracking, the sea coming on the road, and it's I don't know how to say it, but it's not easy. It was so bad. So bad. Talking about it makes me feel so traumatized, and ever since Monday I can't get out of bed, I can't sleep, I can't eat, I literally can't do anything.
Accept our sympathies. And so tell us about those friends and other people you knew who perhaps may not have been able to escape at all, and what have you been told so far about the efforts, the rescue efforts that have been ongoing since Sunday?
When it happened, people, it's like it happening in Accra, and people from Kumasi, they have to go and see their families and all that. So rescue team couldn't go through because there was so much traffic and it wasn't moving. You get it? Right. So in Antakya, which is like 30 minutes drive from where I live, that's where most of the family members live, and that place is an old place. Like Antakya is an old place, and most of the buildings are old. And due to that, I can say, if I'm not exaggerating, 80% of the buildings in Antakya is down, gone, and some are still under the buildings. There's no food, there's no electricity, there's no water, and it's cold. It's so cold. In some of the cities, it's snowing, and people are freezing to death. It's sad.
Right. You mentioned earlier that you've not been able to get out of bed and all that. So how are you coping then? And are you in touch with any close relatives who are helping you out?
Some of the cities weren't affected, And I am in one of the city right now where one of my boss's parents have a house. So we were lucky to get here. And on our way here, there was so much accidents because people are panicking. People are in a hurry, and it's a disaster. Like it was so bad. If I could count like 30 cars being in the accident. People are passing out, people are dying, blood everywhere, and it's snowing and it's windy. Oh God, it's so bad.
We hope that you are able to pull through, you and your family are able to pull through. But let's talk about national response. Has there been any national response? And I understand that even telephone lines are choked and internet connectivity is terrible at this time. How are all of these playing out?
Our president is really trying, and he's trying his best. And, other countries too are assisting us with whatever, with the rescue teams and all. Some can't go to where there is shelter because they don't have cars, and those who have cars don't have fuel. It's sad. So, what we are doing as a city right now, we are helping by sending money to people who need, and some of the people too are walking to the nearby shelter, like they are walking, those who don't have cars. And oh God, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Do you have contact with any of your friends or co-workers, for example, who you cannot find?
Yeah, I'm talking to some people, some of my friends in Istanbul, Iskenderun. Two of my friends, they lost their parents, they lost their father and grandparents. And one of the girls, she broke her leg. Her leg is not working now, but she's alive.
We
And I have another family that I go to when I'm free. And their house is in a very bad shape. It didn't collapse, but it's not safe to stay. So they moved to their family, a brother in Istanbul, and they are there right now. 7 people survived. They are there.
So what would be your message to your friends and family back home here in Ghana who are literally also panicking and do not know what to do and how to even reach out to their relations who are out there?
As they are seeing on the news, that is how it is. It is even worse. It is even worse. I don't think they can capture everything, how it's happening. Right now, all we have to do is just to pray that the people down there, like those who are alive, should stay alive. People are drinking their urine to stay alive. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Right now, what they have to do is just to pray and support. When they go online, there are a lot of helplines or accounts that money can't be sent through. That's what we are doing right now. Those of us who are alive, we are trying to send the little we have for the people who need it. So first and foremost, prayers. That is all we need right now because it's not easy. It's not easy.
Right. Has there been any contact from the embassy, the Ghanaian embassy, for example, to those of you who are there?
I have not seen anything like that, but I think there will be Ghanaian citizens here who wants to go home. There is. They can go to the embassy. There have been hotline out on the internet that you can, if you think that you are okay and you can go home. Yes, they will take you home. They will take you home. Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much, Gifty Adams. We wish you all the best and hope that you're able to get out of this. Keep safe anyway, and extend our felicitations to your other friends and family who have been impacted by all of this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.